is an introductory session on entrepreneurship from Nurture Talent Academy. We are conducting a workshop on ideas to execution in association with Confluence, the International Business Summit of IIM Ahmedabad, which will be followed by Master Plan 2012, the business plan competition of IIM Ahmedabad, the shortlisted entries out of this workshops will be selected for the next round, which will be followed by the final 10 teams which will be shortlisted by the judges, investors and entrepreneurs, and get a chance to win 10 lakhs, lakhs of prize money and investment opportunity worth crores. Uh, just to brief you, Nurture Talent Academy is a 2.5-year-old organization started in January 2010. Since then, we have conducted over 197 workshops across 70 cities. More than 10,410 students have been through our programs. About 75 have already started their ventures, including a data center, cloud computing, mobile application, BPO business, booking services, call centers, all in different domains. Our objective at Nurture Talent is not to do workshops. Our objective is to create 1,000 entrepreneurs in the next 3 to 5 years who will generate 20,000 jobs for the country. So that's what the mission of Nurture Talent Academy, the vision, objective, goal, that is what keeps us awake and alive every day, every night, every hour. So on behalf of Nurture Talent Academy and the team of Confluence, I welcome all of you, my friends in this room. Distances are not a limitation. You're sitting in Indore, I'm sitting in Mumbai, and being able to talk to all of you, I believe this is the era of entrepreneurship. 10 years back in 2001, I passed out of IIT Delhi as a mechanical engineer, and just to give you a brief, I worked with Infosys for a couple of years, followed by doing MBA. I did my post-graduation MBA from IIM Indore. In 2005, I passed out in the area of sales and marketing. I took up my first job, which was with Asian Paints. Uh, as a brand manager, we organized a lot of events, product launches, sales and marketing initiatives, which we did all across the interiors of Maharashtra, right from Bombay, Pune, Nagpur, Latur, Osmanabad, Mahabaleshwar, Panchgani, Satara, some of the most beautiful places on the western ghats of India. After almost 2 years with Asian Paints, I left to join Onida, and this is where my journey as an entrepreneur started. I learned the ABCD of entrepreneurship from Glumir Chandani, the owner of Onida. He is a great entrepreneur, but 30 years back when he had to start his venture, there was nobody to give him the money. He had to mortgage his property to get a loan against property with which he started his venture. 30 years later, Onida is a rich company, more than 2000 crores turnover. Gulumir Chandani is a rich man. He has crores in his accounts, and he assigned me the responsibility. He said, I had a lot of trouble starting my company because of lack of money and resources. I will invest in the young teams, young businesses, young ideas and youth of the nation, people who have desires to do something as an entrepreneur. So he said, I'll give them 5 lakhs, 25 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 2 crores, and Amit, you take care of these investment decisions. So I started doing that apart from my regular responsibility in Onida, like new projects, new initiatives, R&D and all. I was also handling investments. So we met about 1,000 entrepreneurs, invested in huge number of companies, and then I realized that these people I'm meeting every day are great. They are the heroes of the society. So one day I will also become an entrepreneur. So I resigned from Onida in December 2009, and Jan 2010 my journey as an entrepreneur started with Nurture Talent Academy. I am here talking to all of you. Welcome to this era of entrepreneurs. India as a nation is going through so many exciting journey. Every day there is some newer thing, good thing, bad thing, different thing happening. The country's GDP is growing by on an average 8 to 10% for the last few years, although it has dropped a little, but significantly higher than any other economy across the world. America, for example, is growing by about 1%. Europe is growing by close to 1%. Japan has been in a very small growth opportunity in the last few decades, while India has been continuously growing for the last 15 to 20 years at a healthy growth rate of nearly 8 to 10%. This throws up so many opportunities all across. There are opportunities which are everywhere. Whether you take up agriculture, 70 crore people in the country right now depend on agriculture, whether it is primarily secondary, tertiary, as the first source of income, second source of income, as a consumer, as a player, as a businessman. So many opportunities are there in the agriculture sector. You can use your talent, your capabilities, your skills, your experience, your studies, your knowledge to come up with so many areas of agriculture which could make a big difference to the whole country as well as those 70 crore people. It could be in the area of weather forecasting. We have some new ways in which you could forecast what will be the monsoons in which geography and what kind of times. Can you develop some new technologies for internet, mobile, which will connect the farmers to other farmers, the farmers to irrigation systems, the farmers to the land records, farmers to the consumers? Could you develop some new ways of handling the supply chain, optimize it and get a new thing going which will solve the problem of storage as well as consumption of the goods produced? Or it could be a mobile application which will tell a farmer right on his mobile he can type in few words and get the latest price of what he is producing and the best price possible. So there are so many opportunities in agriculture. Take up sports, a new phenomenon in business. Last year India won the World Cup under the captaincy of MS Dhoni. IPL is a $5 billion business already. Look at the opportunity it throws up. Event management, analytics, celebrity management, sports management, training the people on sports, physical education, right up to schools, colleges, sports academies, space foundations, clubs. There are so many opportunities which have come up. Technology, handling cheerleaders, security arrangements, food and beverage on the ground, managing sponsorships. There are so many opportunities which have been thrown open because of sports in the country. Rural BPOs, as you can see, the ladies in this screen in front of you, they are not suited, booted or well clad women. These are normal women in the rural center of the country who are using their talent, their knowledge and the technology to connect with the consumers worldwide. Businesses who need these sources, can you come up with an idea to connect this talent to the people who need it? Take up education. All of you are going through one of the best education possible in the country, right up to nursery, LKG, primary education, up to secondary, higher secondary, engineering, management, PhD, law, medicine. So many opportunities have come up in the education sector in the country, and you can create a big difference to the people in this sector. Just keep your eyes and ears open to new thoughts, whether it is e-learning. Could you create a new way of learning? Is it a delivery? Is it the content development? Is it a new methodology you could come up with? Is there a way in which you could create some content which can be used on iPad? It could be used on ultrabooks. It could be used on mobile phones. So come up with new things and think of ways in which you could use the opportunities which are thrown open by these sectors. Look at the problems. As there are opportunities in India, so are the problems. There's poverty, lack of resources, lack of money, lack of opportunities, lack of water, kahin baad, kahin sukha. This is how the nation is going through some problems as well. But as I said, friends, problems and opportunities are the two sides of the same coin. Entrepreneurship is everywhere. But are you ready to start up? So, what is entrepreneurship, friends? It is about doing something, it is about creating a solution to an existing or future problem, delivering it to customers, and managing the resources to do that. You take, for example, Red Bus. It was started by an engineer, Fanin Sama. He's my good friend. He went to BITS Pilani, then he went to Texas Instruments, was working in a global company designing chips, and one day he had a holiday from Bangalore to Hyderabad. He had to go during Diwali holidays, and he said, okay, let me buy a bus ticket. He searched online, there was nothing. So he went to the ticket agent, said, give me a ticket, and the agent said, oh, sorry sir, we don't have any tickets with me. You may check with some other ticket agents. So he went to the other ticket agent. He said the same thing. No, I don't have the tickets. What can I do? So he called up the tour operator, VRL or some other Raj Travels, or it was some other tour operator. He called up and he asked, do you have tickets? He said, yeah, yeah, we have enough seats empty in our bus. Why don't you find out which ticket agent has it? I don't know. We have thousands of ticket agents, but don't sell directly. So the tour operator said, we have tickets, but we can't sell directly. The ticket agent said, we don't know which one of us has the tickets. The consumer loses, the customer has the money and cannot get the tickets. The ticket agent cannot get the commission from the customer. The tour operator, his seats went empty. So Fanindra was disappointed. He came back to his room. He said, okay, boss, if I can buy train tickets online, if I can book hotel rooms online, if I can buy aeroplane tickets online, why can't I book bus tickets online? So with this problem, he came up with a solution with which we are aware today is known as Red Bus. He came back to his room, bought a book called HTML for Dummies, Shom series, started writing the code. Hello world, welcome page he created. He integrated with the database at the back end and the payment processing gateway at the front end. Started doing SEO, SEM, went ahead, distributed pamphlets outside the offices of software engineers all across Bangalore to market his website, went to the tour operators to ask them to give their database to him of the tickets, to inventory to give to his database. Then he went to the ticket agents, asked them to use it, and slowly and surely he was able to get customers and manage the resources around it. So friends, you don't need to be a degree holder or having any communication or MBA or a PhD or having a background in a certain area or any experience in a certain area or any kind of a hindrance. It is your desire to do something. That is what entrepreneurship is. Don't worry about the money. It will come when you need it. Do something valuable and there will be people who have the money who will follow you. We will talk about during our workshop in Indore about the various sources of capital, venture capital, investors, bank loans, funding, angel opportunities, incubation. We will talk about that, and we'll also talk about why. That's a question that you need to ask yourself. Why do you want to become an entrepreneur? Is it because you enjoy the freedom? Is it because it's fun? Or is it any other reason? There is a lot of respect for entrepreneurs, my friends, in the community, and you have the potential to make billions and millions of dollars and rupees and euros. So you have to look at your own self, why you want to become an entrepreneur. So but do it responsibly. uh, there is risk in entrepreneurship. There are days when you earn so much money that you don't know what to do, and there are days when you are bankrupt. You can't even pay the salary of your employees. That's what the situation arises. So all of you, my friends, I respect you. I request you, all of you, sincerely take a look at your conditions. If you have any liability of any education loan or any family liability towards your parents, then don't jump into it right away. Maybe take say 3 months, 6 months, a year to clear off those liabilities, any loans or any responsibilities, and then you jump into the world of entrepreneurship. So do it responsibly, and keep working towards your desire. As I said, the biggest difference between an employee and entrepreneur is the attitude. It is not the background, it's not the experience, it is not the degree or the education that matters. What matters is the attitude. So, like employee, do you always have a can I attitude, a self-doubting attitude, uh, not being aware of your own skills. Can I do this? Can I do that? When you were in your LKG, UKG, small kids used to ask, right? Teacher, can I go to bathroom? And the teacher said, no, no going to bathroom. I hope all of us are now grown up to take our own decisions in a responsible manner. We don't need somebody to tell us what to do and how to do and why to do it. We can take our own decisions. That's what the I can attitude is. So go ahead, start doing something, start learning. That's what the entrepreneurial steps are. So even if you are not planning to start tomorrow, 3 months, 6 months, learn these skills. Take ownership of your own life. Do well. Don't just watch. And don't be shy. Go out, write a blog, make a Facebook fan page, ask your friends to like it, generate ideas, buy a sticky note, yellow pads, stick it on your Almira, your washroom mirror, uh, your laptop, and always keep working on your ideas. Read, write, act, do something. Entrepreneurs are people who do rather than people who only dream. So I would suggest a few way forward for all of you. Think of new ideas, like Fanindra, my friend, did at Red Bus. Every day you must be coming across a lot of situations, whether on television, on radio, on newspaper. Uh, can you do something to solve those problems? Identify the opportunities, create a solution, and do a self introspection before you start jumping. Are you up to it? Do you have the I can attitude? Do you have the desire to do something in life, or you just want to work for somebody? Self introspection. Use your talent, use your capabilities. uh, Friends, please identify yourself. Are you like Vinod Kamli, or are you wanting to become a Sachin Tendulkar? Both of them had the same opportunities, both had the same talent, both had even the same teacher, the same coach, and the same school. Look at where Sachin Tendulkar's passion has taken him. So start small, grow big, and take the next steps. That's the way forward. So form a team, maybe your teacher, your faculty, it could be your parents, it could be a friend who could partner with you, a known person. Start getting developing relationships and get a way in which people could support you. Create something, maybe make a product, make a mobile app, make a demo, prototype, drawing of what you want to do, and that should give you the next steps on what are the possibilities. Take it in front of your customers, validate your ideas, let them tell you this is good, this is bad, this is ugly, this is fast, this is small, this is slow, this is relevant, irrelevant. These are all the things that you can learn from the other people. That's what the real customer validation is. You could go ahead then, generate resources, whether it is resources of team, manpower, capital, money, land. It could be different resources that will be required. uh, everyone does not have all the resources first and then they start. People first start and then they start developing and gathering the resources. So be confident of your own capabilities. You are not an ordinary student, you are special. So treat yourself and have confidence in that. Before all of you leave this session, I want you to write down any 5 points that you will do in the next 7 days, and take a look after 7 days. Have you done it? Maybe you can meet an entrepreneur, maybe you can learn a new programming language, or make a Facebook page, or write an article for a local newspaper, or organize an event in your college. Do something. That could be your action plan. Okay friends, so let me end with a quiz. So all of you, every session should end with a quiz. What is the difference between these? I'll give you 10 seconds to find out. The chimpanzee on the left hand side versus the sexy Katrina Kaif on the right hand side. What do you think is the difference between these two? Okay, so let me share with you friends, 98% of their DNA is the same. So all of you, please work a little extra every day. That 2% can create a big difference to your career, your life, your future, your society, your family, your nation. So work towards that extra every day. Create a little difference in your own life as well as the life of your friends. So all the best to all of you. You are our stars. Be a star, be entrepreneurial, and be an entrepreneur. Thanks a lot. I will love to take questions from all of you regarding this workshop that we are conducting, regarding the objectives that we are having to promote entrepreneurship. This training program will be a 2-day workshop, and our team from Nurture Talent will come and take you through various exercises to generate ideas, to make business plans, to take part in the competitions, basics of finance, marketing, technology, legal, intellectual property, idea generation. These are the subjects that we are going to cover as a part of the workshop. So welcome to all of you and have a great life ahead. I'm open to any questions.
Again, type of issue regarding your registration or anything. Ask them. Sir, I have one question.
Yes,
Sir, can you hear me?
I can hear.
Sir, one thing. How can we attract a BA? Sir, how can we attract BA students for this event? Because many of them we can attract technical students like and management students, but it is very difficult to attract BCom student or BA student.
So you are saying is that how to attract BA students or something like that, huh? Hello? Yeah, sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Can you please repeat your question?
Sir, one thing I would like to ask you, how can we attract arts students and commerce students? While whether we can attract a management student and technical student for this event, but it is very difficult to attract arts students and commerce students for this event. So what should we do?
Okay, so as long as attracting the art students and commerce students is concerned, I personally see no difference between art student versus engineering student. These are all basic and applied sciences. It's a desire of the person. You can do your effort as we suggested. We have distributed posters. You can send emailers on their LAN networks, SMSs to their friends, attract them through the Facebook events that we have created. So the same aim and desire that is there in the mind of an engineer is also there in the mind of a commerce or a science graduate or an arts graduate. No arts graduate will say, oh, I don't want to do something in life, I don't have any ideas, or I don't want to be an entrepreneur. There are a huge number of people all across the nation who actually uh, were from the arts background or science or commerce background. Um, so I think there also you can please distribute the posters that we have already shared with you. This workshop is open to students. We don't want to do a workshop only for engineering or only for MBA students. We want to reach out to far variety, and one way for us to reach out is through the emailers, LAN networks, posters, SMSs, and different kind of marketing mechanisms. So you can share the details. However, if you feel that they are not interested to take part, which is still okay with all of us. Okay, it is not a concern. It is the person's individual desire that should actually attract them to learn something and do something in this world.
But we have registered from BBA students and MBA students, some of them,
Yes.
but it was not difficult for us. But there was some possibility for art students and commerce students also. That's why I was asking.
So if you can suggest any
If you
questions
can
that they
suggest any
have, I
questions that they
can
have,
answer
I
them,
can
and you can mail it to me.
mail it to you. Sure, sir, sure.
Okay,
Next time I
so
will.
because every student while registering will have certain questions in their mind, while having some desire in their mind, will having some doubt in their mind. So if you can email it to us, we'll definitely take a look at that. In fact, just yesterday I was in Nagpur for a program, and a 11th class student actually attended this 2-day workshop, and he asked me one question, sir, I am attending this workshop because I know I cannot be entrepreneur now, but I can definitely work on my skills that you will highlight, the weaknesses that you will highlight for the next 2 days. I will work on them for the next 3-4 years before actually becoming a great entrepreneur. So I think those are the things that can be an inspiring story. We have had people who are young, people who are old, to be a part of our workshop, irrespective of their educational background.
Of their educational background. Unmuted. Hello. Unmuted. Yes,
Yes,
sir. Sir, I'm audible?
yeah, you are audible.
Yes. Yeah. Sir, how many? Yeah, you are audible. Yeah. How many team members? Minimum students will be there in a team. Sir, as per the brochure we have received, there should be 5 to 6 members maximum. Maximum. So, what can be the minimum number of students in a team? Can an
Okay.
individual participate?
Uh, yes, so
Yes, so
yeah, so individuals can also take part. However, it is preferred that a teamwork should be there in any entrepreneur. If you can see, Google, they had 2 co-founders, Yahoo had 2 co-founders, Microsoft had 2 co-founders, Apple had 2 co-founders, Infosys in fact had 7 co-founders. So all of the great businesses started as a team, and we expect that all of you will make teams. However, for this program, there is no rule that you have to have uh, uh, at least 1 person, 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, as many people, as many teams. Higher side we suggest 5 to 6 people is good. On the lower side we suggest about 2 to 3 people. As a single individual, if you want to take part, we will allot the teams to you, and then you can carry on, go ahead, take part in the business plan competition alone as well. So that is not a rule from our side.
as our leader. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Sir, I'm audible? Yeah. Sir, I have
Yes.
one more query that our students who will be promoting this event, so and they would be our volunteers. So these volunteers can join that particular event as a audience or as a team member.
Okay, so if you can tell us how many would be there, then we can consider as a special case.
The 25,
Uh,
25 people will be there. Unmuted. The 25 students will be there who will be promoting this event in indoor and nearby areas. So we request if you can permit our 25 students to attend that session and participate in the workshop. 25 students will be there.
no, 25 is not allowed. That is too high. As per the norms, we can have only 2 coordinators and 10 volunteers can be appointed. If you are requesting for a free participation by 25 students, that will not be permitted.
Unmuted. Oh, okay, 12. Okay, sir. We will
Yes.
we will accommodate only 12, sir. So one more thing, as our students will participate and our students will move to various institutions, so they will be getting any certificate from IIM Ahmedabad and Culture Talent? Because
So
it was
as
not mentioned in the brochure. As
So I think these queries can be
so,
taken
I think
offline as well, but just to answer your question, the certificate of coordination will be given to 2 coordinators, okay, who will be the main student coordinators, which every college has. The principal and the director have already given their names, okay. They will be getting a certificate of coordination from the Nurture Talent Academy as well as Confluence 2012 Summit of IIM Ahmedabad, okay. And the 10 volunteers will also be getting a certificate as well.
Indore is a big city. Unmuted. Sir, as Indore is big city, so we want that all our volunteers should get the certificate of promotion.
Sir, if we give the certificate to 25 people, the value will not be there.
Certificate to 25 people, the value.
So it is always better. I know Indore because I was in Indore for 2 years. I love the city. I've been to various colleges in Indore as well. Okay, so in fact, I organized Utsav, one of the most successful marketing festival in 2005 in इंदौर itself. बाल विनय मंदिर हम लोग ने 2 दिन के लिए पूरा बुक करके रखा था. 1 लाख लोग उसमें पार्टिसिपेट किए थे. And I know how many people were there as a part of the team to create that full event. Uh, as far as certification is concerned, we have already commit to you something, and we can look at the various other aspects as well. But there are certain constraints which we have not been allowed by the organizing team Confluence of IIM Ahmedabad, which we don't want to commit and then say कि हाँ ठीक है ये हो जाएगा and it will not get done. Okay, so we are very open and fair in our dealings. As we said, the certification will be given for participants as well as coordinators, and any further certificate, if you say if we give to 25 people, then the value is lost for everyone. Okay, so we want to give it for the people who work really hard and the teams who actually contribute for organizing this event. Okay. Indore we have 70 institutes. In Indore we have 70 institutes, and for that we have to make many volunteers. So that is the reason we have make 25 volunteers. So it would be our request if you can, for Indore, you can release some more certificates so that all our students are motivated and they can promote this event and to make this event a great success. Sir, as I said, there are certain things that we will follow, there are certain things we will not. However, I like to take this discussion offline rather than having this kind of a discussion on this webinar. this webinar serves a certain purpose, and let us focus on that. As far as the team is concerned, the certificate is concerned, the participation is concerned, I'll be happy to discuss it. I am not saying no. There are certain things we are and we will take up, and there are certain things we are not allowed and will not take up. Okay.
Start our promotion from tomorrow. We will start our promotion from tomorrow, and hope we will be getting n number of entries from all the institutes in Indore. Thank you very much for sparing your time, sir.
Sure. If we have any other questions from the audience, I'll be happy to take up. You can feel free to go to our website nurturetalent.com. You can visit us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/starpreneur. And thanks a lot, Dr. Nitin, for hosting us today. I look forward to seeing you all from Nurture Talent team side. Uh, we'll have a great session. I hope to have all of you in the master plan finals. All the best to you, and be a star, be a starpreneur.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.